between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The 40, Isaiah Rodgers. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. Well, the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Pardon me, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Watson out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run to Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Got 21! Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And trouble trying to middle here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got Njoku over the middle. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an in. First down on the gain of 10.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hey, catch him! 51!
Ryan. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They run once more with Taylor. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sink through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Play action, Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Running left, Taylor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And a short gain here down to the 22. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up third down and 9.
Play action. It's Ryan. On the move to his left. Hard throw, incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
20.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air yet again, Watson rolling to his right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Watson on first down. it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Watson. This is caught. And he's brought down. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 28 yards. And the Colts Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They run with Hines. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2. But he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, like, you call the touchdown, right?
That's it. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, Watson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now it's Hines. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go? He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment, the first time ever. As you just noted, the someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Watson now to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the 50, it's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The 4th quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To the right side, this is Taylor. Taken down at the 30.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if
if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.